What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Like or Dislike, where we look at some of the latest games come out. I give you a synapse of it, tell you about the mechanics, what I think about it after putting some time into it, and doing the pros and cons at the end if you're thinking about getting the game and where you should put your money towards it or not. And today we are looking at Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. Now, this is a very fun and interesting game that has some good things and unfortunately some bad things going on with it at the same time. But let's dive into it. So, this game puts its own spin on the hunter versus hunter themed games like Dead by Daylight. Now, you can either play as a Ghostbuster and a team of 4 trying to stop a ghost from haunting a place, or play as the ghost trying to scare everyone away. Now, they give you a decent variety of items to customize your Ghostbuster with, earning more as you level up in the game. Now, you can upgrade your equipment by destroying rifts, trapping ghosts, destroying stuff, and completing challenges. So it gives you a lot to do worth for grinding, and like I said, it ties back into you getting more stuff to customize your Ghostbuster and giving them their own particular look. Now, the unique thing I like about the upgrades, each one can help or hurt you depending on your playstyle. So if you want to try to get your trap thrown out faster, you can do that. If you want to make your proton pack much stronger, you can do that, but sometimes it may overheat faster. So it's whether you're willing to sacrifice to try to do what you need to do. Now, completing tasks as ghosts, if you play on the ghost side, you unlock different classes of ghosts you can use, each with their own subtypes, with their own different abilities. And surprisingly, playing as the ghost is actually a lot of fun, at least to me it was. And once you master the playstyle, you can cause a lot of chaos. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started playing as the ghost, it was a little bit rough learning the controls, but once I got into the hang of it, using this playstyle, hiding and causing a lot of chaos and fun, it's honestly a lot of fun. I thought it was going to be kind of gimmicky playing as the ghost, but they actually did a good job on that. It makes me want to play the ghost more instead of just being the Ghostbuster sometimes. Now, unfortunately, there are some major bugs with audio popping in and out while you're playing the game. Like, for instance, if somebody is talking, the audio will pop in and out. The other audio of the game, like the environments, that doesn't pop in and out, but music or audio will pop in and out, and it does get a little bit annoying from time to time. Now, I did see some lagging here and there, and that could be lagging from other players or lagging from the game itself, so keep that in mind. If you play any multiplayer game online, you understand that. But hopefully they can get some of these issues patched soon, because honestly, those are like the major issues I see with the game. Now, I only had the game freeze on me once, which in my opinion is a good thing, but to each his own. Depends on your equipment, depends on what you're using, what settings you're playing at. Now, the art style is perfect for this game with its colorful cartoon style, but it's still showing a lot of detail, like with your proton pack, with the ghost itself, the environment. Even when you destroy stuff, it still shows a lot of detail, and I thought that was very good. And in my opinion, it ran okay with no major frame drops or screen tearing besides the bugs I mentioned earlier. And that's basically the game itself. So with that being said, let's look at the pros versus the cons. And starting off with the pros, the first thing we're going to look at, the game is challenging. Whether you're playing as the Ghostbuster or playing as the ghost, it's very challenging and fun at the same time, because once you learn how to master each one, and you have a good team with you, if you have a good team with you as a Ghostbuster, oh, you can finish the match in minutes. If you're a good ghost and you learn the controls, you could cause havoc and win every time. Now, the next pro we're going to look at, the customizing upgrades. Once again, whether you're playing as the Ghostbuster or the ghost, you got a good amount of abilities, not only to customize your ghost to look a certain way, but different abilities as well as your Ghostbuster, and upgrading your proton pack, your ghost trap, your PK meter, and so much more. And the last pro, the game is overall fun. And like I said, no matter whether you're playing as the Ghostbuster or the ghost, it's a lot of fun. It was never nerve-wracking. I was never really upset. I wanted to keep playing and keep trying to catch ghosts faster, or try to evade people faster as a ghost. And it was just overall a lot of fun. It definitely hit the nostalgic nerve for me, because I grew up watching the Ghostbusters movies, even watching the cartoon series, so it definitely hit that nostalgic nerve for me. Now, with the pros done, let's take a look at the cons. The first comment we're going to look at, and I mentioned earlier, is the bugs that's going on with the game. Like I said, especially with the audio popping and the lagging, that's probably going to be the biggest issues you're going to deal with playing with the game. But if you can get past that until they get this hopefully patched soon, there are no major issues beyond that. But like I said, it can get annoying with the audio popping in and out. It does get nerve-wracking. The next comment we're going to look at, unfortunately, there's not many maps. You only get like a handful of maps when you start off with, and even though it randomly gives you a different map and it randomly selects who's going to be the ghost and who's going to be the Ghostbusters, it can get a little bit repetitive, especially if you start like you just do runs and you just constantly playing. It can get a little repetitive and boring. They do try to change it up by like everything being set up differently, but you start playing on the same maps all the time, it does get a little bit boring. And the last comment we're going to look at, unfortunately, this game is only on the Epic Store. I wish this game was on Steam. I wish it wasn't just on the Epic Store. I wish it was on more platforms for you to play it on. But unfortunately, it's just on this one, which in my opinion was a bad move. But that's the pros and cons of the game. Overall, I have to give it a like. Like I said, minus the audio issues and a little bit of lagging, it's a fun game to pick up. If you have friends, you can have a great time just causing chaos and having fun while playing this game. And if you're playing it solo, hopping in random matches, it's still a lot of fun. But that's pretty much the end of the review. Let me know how you guys feel. As always, give me a like. Let me know in the comments whether you picked up the game or you think about picking it up, or if this helped you decide if you want to pick up the game or not. And as always, if you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I talk about stuff going on in the gaming tech world, do reviews on some of the latest games like this. I talk about tech that's coming out. I do a top 10 new games of the month and so much more. So you got plenty of stuff to come back and check on the channel with. Make sure to follow me on social media pages so you can reach out to me, or if you want to see what I'm up to or what I'm doing. I always be posting funny and random stuff and just showing stuff about gaming. But this is Proto, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.